And welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to finish up the Gemini program in RP-1 with the Gemini 8 mission. That is about docking two vessels in orbit. It's going to be the Agena Target Vehicle and a Gemini with two Kerbals. Let's first have a look at the actual contract. So we need to just go above 140 kilometers to an orbit and dock the two vessels there. That's the mission. As you may see in yellow there, we have an unmet requirement. And that one is early docking procedures. So why can we build in the VIB already rockets with these parts that have pending research, but we cannot accept contracts that require those? Well, that's just how it works. You can do pending research parts, you can use them in the VIB and simulate your stuff. Of course, you cannot integrate the rocket because you haven't researched the stuff yet, but you can simulate. And the same applies to the contracts. We need to finish the research before we can accept the contract. So, we did that, we accepted the contract, and now let me guide you through the two rockets that we built. And as always, you know the drill. If you are not so interested in the details of the two rockets, just skip ahead the two chapters and go directly to the first launch. And to do that, I hand over to on-stream Gotyen. Thank you, YouTube Gotyen. So let's quickly have a look at my Agena Mark II. Basically, it's a custom lifting stage, just with a J2 engine and a big tank. That gives us already 5000 delta V. And once we have that, we hot stage. And we have the second stage, which is the actual Agena. So it comes with an XLR81 Agena vacuum engine. That's the one that will get us to orbit and provides us almost another 5000 delta V. I don't know why Kerbal Engineer Redux does not display this stage at all. I have no idea. So, then for control we have the Agena D secondary propulsion system. 4 of them, right? Then a big tank, and then the interesting part here is the custom fairing, which we can put aside. And then we will see the Gemini Agena Target Vehicle docking port. That is the one where we will attach to. And that is already basically it. We need to bring that to a 300 kilometer orbit, and then we need to launch Gemini 8, and then we need to perform the docking maneuver. So let's get going. And back to YouTube Gotyen. Thanks, man. Let's directly showcase the Gemini 8 changes that we did for enabling the docking. Thanks again, YouTube Gotyen. So here we are with my Gemini Mark III, which would be the Gemini 8, right? It is basically exactly the same as all the Geminis before, except for one big difference. You cannot see as of now, but when I remove the aerodynamic nose cover, you can see it. You can see this little noopsie here. And also you can read that this is now the Gemini nose docking mechanism. It's basically this one. And before we were using this one, the Gemini nose fairing. Right, it also contained all the other stuff, but not the docking mechanism. So now we have this integrated here. And this will then dock to the Agena docking port. That's gonna be interesting now. So, back to YouTube Gotyen. And here we are, starting with the Agena Launch. And just look at these clouds. I love them. The god rays, the reflections. Awesome. So let's zoom in to the Agena rocket. And then we are ready to launch. All systems nominal, and we are go for launch in 3, 2, 1, ignition. I know, we have seen that ascent profile multiple times now, but I just wanted to show you these nice clouds, the nice God ray effects. It looks just amazing. Enjoy. And here we are, almost out of the atmosphere, ready for hot staging. There we go. Hot staging successful. While the last stage performs its work, we don't need the fairing anymore, so let's get rid of it. And we made it to orbit. So, next step, launching the Gemini rocket. This is going to be a pretty standard Gemini launch that we have seen in the past videos multiple times already, so let's get right to it. We launch in 3, 2, 1. Lift off! And of course we don't want to miss the hot staging. Here we go. And the Gemini rocket is almost in orbit. Here we go. And look at this engine bell afterglow. Really nice effect. Okay, let's continue. So we make use of MechJeb's rendezvous planner and we got a nice intercept. Let's do the maneuver. Just a short burn, 200 delta V approximately. Let's go. So we got close, you can see it there as the small dot to the right of the Gemini rocket, and we now need to cancel out our 30 meters per second relative velocity. So 500 meter distance, yeah, that's something I can work with. For the last, more detailed maneuvers, we don't need the main stage anymore. Let's get rid of it. The first thing on rendezvous that I normally do, and for docking as well, is that I go to the target vehicle and target the main vehicle, the Gemini, and then set the autopilot to always point towards target. Alright, time to let MechJeb's docking autopilot show what it's capable of. First thing we need to do is we need to control the current vessel from the docking port. And the second thing is we need to target the docking port of the target vehicle specifically. And then we just hit execute and witness the beauty of MechJeb's magic. Closing in. This looks perfectly smooth. Both are perfectly aligned and there we go! We have docked the Agena and the Gemini 8. Isn't that beautiful? While we are here, although not historically accurate of course, let's do some EVA action. Haha, look at that! Well, that was the actual best shot that I could get in the short time, so let's continue. As you may know, on Gemini 8 there was an issue with the docked craft suddenly starting to spin. Some RCS engine RCS thruster on the Gemini capsule just started firing and they introduced some nasty spin, so let's simulate that here. Here we go. Let's have a look on how that might have looked like for the astronauts and for our Kerbals from the inside. Oh my god. This is really not nice. Okay, so what they did is they undocked it and tried to fix it on the Gemini capsule by itself, and that's what we are going to do as well. And this was some ugly undocking, but everything's still fine, I guess. So now we can try to cancel out the rotation with the Gemini's RCS. Okay, that has worked. Let's continue with our deorbiting. And in total Kerbal style, we make a very close approach during orienting. I think we even hit it slightly, but yeah, it's fine. Kerbal style. So, time to deorbit the Agena. And I thought we would get to see some nice plasma building up and heating effects with it going into the atmosphere, but unfortunately we only get some immediate explosions and that is it. So we are doing our normal deorbit for the Gemini in the deserts of North Africa. Let's go. And of course the interesting action always happens in pitch black darkness, as always. No need for the retro module anymore, let's get rid of it. And of course, I forgot to slightly rotate away before ejecting the retro module, and that's why we get another encounter with it. Yay! Again, Kerbal style. Things like that are expected to happen, I guess. And also we're still fine, right? Nothing exploded, we're good. Okay, now up for one of the best moments of every mission, Reentry and heating effects. And I will just shut up and let you enjoy this beauty in silence. Okay, we made it. What's left now is going down with the drogue chute and later with the main chute. And we successfully landed back home on Mother Earth. Yay! So let's have a quick look at the program summary. Everything is green. We managed to complete the Advanced Crew Orbit program, aka the Gemini program. Yes, so now we can head for the next endeavor, which is going to be building space stations, by the way. Okay, I think that was a great ending to the Gemini program in this playthrough, and everything was successful. There were some minor hiccups, but we managed to complete everything. That was a pretty fun program. So, if you guys don't want to miss any of the upcoming videos in this playthrough, which is going to be space station building next, right? Then don't forget to subscribe, and we see each other in the next video. Bye bye.